Hey, good morning, everyone. Today is January 22nd. It's 9:24 on the East Coast here, and this is Joseph with Smart Money Traders. Today we're going to be looking at the ES. Primarily, that's what we trade. What the market's going to give us overnight. This market has been up. There's a lot of positive news in this market here, so that's why we're seeing some bullish movement. But we're the high, like toward the high of the day, so I would expect some kind of pullback. This area here, we could see a little pullback in this area, and 6105 area. I wouldn't mind seeing a pullback there and then buy it to the upside. So if we do that, that'd be great. Also, we can just see continuation to the upside from where we are now. Market's about to open in 5 minutes. So in 5 minutes, a lot can happen. But we're definitely bullish on this market today. And there's no if or but about it. It's just a matter of timing or entry at this moment. That doesn't mean we're not going to go short if there's a possibility present itself. But we just know it would be kind of trend. And if we're looking at the NQ, it's probably same scenario here. So I was looking at the QQQ earlier. And NQ is definitely positive. It's been going higher since we made a low here at 2 a.m. this morning, and it keep going higher. And market open here at 5. So from the open, 5 Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. So after we got those three negatives bar on the open, after this next positive bar, the bullish bar here, we ran much higher. I think, as a matter of fact, we already have a range on the NQ of 167 points, which is over 600 ticks. So I think we should probably get another run to the upside here. Same thing here. If we come back to this area, which was resistance here and support over here, so they might test it again. 80. That's an area that we could see some movement to the downside to it, and then a pull back to a move up to the upside here from there. So let me just put a line here. That's the NQ. I'm probably not gonna trade the NQ today, especially this market's so volatile right now. We're gonna stick with the ES. I wanted to just take a look at the NQ for you of you that trade the NQ. Yeah. So let's get back to ES. Once again, we're gonna be looking at where we trade. We look at the structure. Obviously, the structure is up. This is the bottom riser entry chart that we use to enter the market with the help of the NDT, which is a tool by a right line, where you can put an order to go long or short pretty quickly. For example, here, if I wanted to go, if I say buy up, it's gonna place an order above where the bar is gonna be a bullish bar. So I'm just gonna close that because we're not trading right now. I was just doing this for illustration purposes, which bring me to say this is not a signal stream or financial advice. This is just me sharing. This is for education purposes only. Just sharing my knowledge over the years, and also I'm here also to learn with this trading community that we're building. This is just I'm not recommending to buy or sell anything. It's just more of just education purposes only. All right. So right now, ES is at like what we would call a mini support, because this was resistance up here. So it's at that area. So let's wait and see what happens here. I meant to this area right here is gonna be support. And that's where we at right now. This was the resistance. When you look at the top left, market got there a few times and bounced to the downside now. It's 9:29. So this market's about to be open. We just saw some buying coming in this market. Typically, we don't take a position until 9:35, so we're gonna stick to that. We're gonna wait at least 5 minutes to see what the market does. Today could be one of those days that took a little longer to get in, to get engaged in this market. So there's definitely some buying going on here. Lots of buying going on. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Okay, it's 9:30. The bell is as long. Again, we'll see a lot of back and forth here. Overnight, people that was along overnight will try to get out of the position. So the way you get out of the position is by selling. We can see this market going down for a little bit before it goes higher. Yeah, right now the selling's happening. Yeah, it's not surprising at all. Not surprised at all. So we're gonna be definitely looking. This market is, that back and forth we see at the open is happening here. So I'm in a hurry to trade. It's 9:33. A move down here is very likely because again, all this overnight movement, they got to square off the positions. It doesn't surprise me at all. We're above the VWAP on the ES, so looking like they may come and visit it, and from there go higher. So just gonna hang on, keep our powder dry right now. This market, but it's just not ready to buy it yet. Yesterday we had some news that kind of mixed. We had the $500 billion investment coming in for AI between so there's a partnership between Oracle, SoftBank, and OpenAI, but also about tariffs will be put on China. Look like it's going to be February 1st, so that's kind of mixed. So that's probably why we don't see this market taking off already. But also the fact that people need to square off their positions. That's a given. We knew that right at the open, after being nice run like this to the upside, we can see some down move. All right, this market is ranging at the moment, so it's been ranging like that for the last 7 minutes. So right now we can see some buying going on. Is this the real buying, or is it just inducing buying to go lower? So we're just gonna have to wait and see. I got some selling going on here. It's just a matter of it's gonna break one way or the other. But obviously we want to be trading this market long, but at the moment this market is going lower. Just gonna exercise some patience here and wait for it. I think we gotta go past this range here to go higher. Probably 1575 could be a place we go higher here. We'll stop at 11 and a quarter. Let's see if we can go long here. Yeah, might be premature long here. If we can add to a position, if it breaks this high, we'll add to a position and see where it goes from there. See if we can higher here. Okay, double my position here on the MES. Just waiting to see what's gonna happen here, because right now we're in a little fight, but looks like the buyers looks like they want to take over this market here. See what happens. If we make a new bar, positive bar here, we're gonna move to break even. Or you can even reduce our risk honestly here too. Yeah, we got some selling going on here. There you go. We're seeing, okay, buyers are coming back in this market. So let's see if we can push up and get to our target here. So again, we expect to see some selling here. We're at the value area high. Market getting a little expensive, so see if we can get to our first target here. Okay, target got filled, the first one, the second one got filled. So we're gonna have a run on the biggest part of our position here. See if we can keep going higher here. We're gonna move it below. Wait and see. As far as projection, where can this go? I think we can get to 24. Yeah, 24 and a half. That's a good place to have my say for 4 points out of that. Give it some more room to go. This market may run up. Give it 1 point. Okay, I'm gonna step away for a second and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay, still in this trade. Now we definitely see some selling. Sellers come up there. Okay, I had some heavy selling happen up there. Quick rebound to the upside here. So let's see if this was scaring some buyers up here, and then maybe, yeah, I think I got some slippage on my regular computer here. Okay, if we fail to make a new high here, a short could be like it's counter trend. Short could be possible. Some heavy selling happened in a quick time, in a really short period of time. So yeah, looks like we're going higher here, but we have this pivot up here, so which is the high of the day. I don't think I'd be too eager to be buying at the moment, because it's a barrier. Could be a barrier here. Let's see if we get a bar to the downside here. Probably more appropriate to sell here. But let's see what's going on. Let's see what happens after this. Let's see. I know this is counter trend, but can we get a push down here? You know, if we don't get a negative bar, the order is going to cancel. Yeah, there you go. All right. Just kidding. Looks like it hit the high. More buyers are piling in here. Some selling happening up here. As you can see, there's a big imbalance between these two levels. So it's getting more and more for now. So could this be a stop run? They just get people up. You know, they just get people long here and to move it down. So if that's the case, we're going to be in it. If not, some like buyers are coming in again. Again, we're not going to get filled here. Based on that, should really be looking for longs here at the same time. Definitely some manipulation happening up here. Either they're gonna really scream it to take the market way up, or it's gonna crash here. Alright, this is a counter trend. Definitely it's more risky trade, but at the same time, when I look at my risk is really above here. You know, my risk would be about 3 points, which is less than my regular risk, because if I were to get failed here, I will definitely move my stop down to about 3 points. So, okay, got fail here. Again, stop. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a loser here. It was a counter trend trade. We were trying to see if if this was the top for now. But looks like it's going to be, so I could probably put a fail here. If this was a case of trying a little, I wouldn't say too much, but just thinking, okay, this market is top. Let's see if we can short it. But it looks like we're going higher here. Now, for me to go along with it, we need a pullback. And this is what I was hoping to see here. Just trade the pullback to the other side. Trade the pullback to the downside here. And that didn't work out. So right now, we're still positive, but just barely. Let's see if any questions in the chat. No? Okay. Thank you for being here in the stream and supporting it. If you just came in, I had a long earlier that we made some money in, and then we got to this pivot here when we made that negative bar when short. I got taken out for negative 2 points. So we're still positive for the day, but definitely this was one of those cases that it was a really high risk trade. Now, still going long here might be high risk, but you know, this is with the trend. I would prefer to see a pullback, a deeper pullback here to go long. And this is what I was hoping here. The trend was extended here. Then I'm like, okay, maybe we can go back down this way. I'll take some profit down and then we load long, which didn't work out this time. This is it looks like they want to keep pushing higher here. It's 10:21, so it's about 9 minutes before the initial balance form. The initial balance is it's a range between 9:30 and 10:30. So typically, if we're trading at the high of the initial balance at 10:30, usually we see a fade to the downside. You know, if it was going up. So maybe toward the middle. The middle of the initial balance right now, it's 61.1950. If you look at this right here, this is where I get this number from. So the initial balance could be, I was hoping to see a deeper pullback here, but I never did. But we went long here and shorted on here, and we got one over here. Ideally, the pullback to this level, let me do another. Ideally, pullback to this level would be nice. Could we try this again? I think we could. This is a topping formation here. This is not. Just looking, we can go back to 19 here. Maybe our short here was premature. Here would still be maybe an upper point, but this is really interesting here. Yeah, going higher. Let's see if we can try this short here. Okay, we're ranging here. Let's see if we can go down. Looks like we might be taken out here again. Let's see. It's almost 10:30 again. This is an important time in the market when the initial balance form. So push down. He could go all the way down to this swing at least, or they can just wipe us out. You know, go to the upside here. Some sellers are coming in here. Let's see. And if we get taken at 10:30 came, nothing major happened so far. We could go on higher. Let's find out here. It's a big fight between sellers and buyers at the moment. It's really not clear. As you can see, that's why we had that range here. Sellers seems to be coming in. Buyers say not so fast. Sellers up there, but will they get run over? As you can see, that's a big imbalance here between 2,100 contracts and 455. That's almost 5-1. That's right. It's almost 5-1 here. There's some trap traders up here. Still a lot to say. This market may be going lower, but at the same time, we're in a bullish market, so anything can happen. I think win-lows are drawing this trade here. We're probably going to stop trading at least for signs here. This market may be going lower, but let me see if there's any questions in here. No questions. All right. Again, this is an area that, hey, the sellers could definitely flip the script here, but at the same time, the buyers can keep pushing it higher here. So it's ranging here for a reason. It's like a stalemate here between the buyers and sellers. Thing is, right above this high, yeah, you can hear the buyers coming in here. Okay, I think we are done trading here for now. It's clearly we're trying to short a market that's going higher. We're not seeing this right to be a retest of this high to go lower. That's the dilemma we're in right now. And this is what we get here. We get a market that's all right, guys. So I'm gonna end the stream at the moment. We're gonna be trading maybe the close, but I'm not sure. I think I might be done trading for the day. Anyway, it was a pleasure being here with you guys, and have a good one. Again, we got one winner and two losers. Step away for a second here. All right, you guys have a good one. God bless. Oh, there's a chat. Oh, it says, how did you do? Yeah, I got one winner and two losers, Jimmy. A little down for the day, but I was trying to short this market up here where it looks so very, very overextended, and I got two stop out. So, and right now it looks like he wants to go down again, but time will tell here. All right. Hopefully you're doing good. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.